Hello! Welcome to Those Two Nerds.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, wow. Those two nerds, episode 62, looking a little different than normal, as you guys can probably notice. Um, we are definitely social distancing today. Not because any of us have corona or the COVID or whatever disease, the China plague or whatever anybody calls it. Um, we are actually just, some weather came up and nobody likes to drive in the rain. Well, I know I don't.
No,
So
it's balls.
we decided to actually just go remote today. So this is going to be an interesting experience. It may not look as great quality, but
I
we're
don't
here.
know. I think it looks baller.
I think it looks good. I'm
Yeah,
not mad.
I'm not unhappy about it.
Gloved Light, welcome back to the channel. Welcome, man. So pretty interesting week for me as far as streaming goes, just because I know I haven't been on very much for you guys. Just been very busy. My brother was actually getting married, so congrats to him, Dr. Bias. If you are in here, congrats to you, brother. So been really busy with that. So the streams haven't been as crazy, but we did get in a nice stream of the game Phasmophobia.
Yes, we did.
So what are your initial thoughts on Phasmophobia?
Uh, well, I think that it's terrifying.
Okay, that's it.
I think it's pretty scary.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, yeah.
yeah, I think it's scary.
So the game overall, if anybody hasn't seen it yet, I highly suggest it. It is a game that's pretty much on the rise. And what's good about these types of games is I heard that there's only pretty much one developer on this team that made this game. So they may, obviously purchasing the game helps them out and allows them to have more employees, get faster releases out, updates, and so on and so forth. This game has kind of been another one taken over by storm. It's not as popular as Among Us, but this is a small game. I mean, this is a $12 game that you can buy on Steam, and this game is doing fairly well right now, especially in the streaming world. Obviously, you got to look at the things that are involved with this. I mean, you have October, which everybody loves October. Halloween. So you have that. You want the horror factor, but this game is great. We played it for the first time. We ran through the tutorial. It wasn't really, I don't know. The tutorial wasn't very intuitive about what you're supposed to do necessarily, or how to really track and do all the special stuff in the game. If that was my only complaint. Um, and we're still trying to figure out some of the voice chat bugs that are in the game because our voice chat was not working. So, um, you know, I guess what are the goods and bads that you've seen so far, Nicholas?
Um, let's see. So for me personally, I thought that the controls were not very intuitive. It felt like you were playing a first person shooter, but not.
Yeah,
I didn't like that you couldn't really run. You kind of walked fast.
you walked faster.
And it wasn't really walking fast, right? It was like you walk hella fucking slow.
Yeah.
And then you now walk at what I would consider a normal pace, almost like you have shit in your pants.
But you got to look at it this way, like you got to think if you were walking to a creepy house, how fast would you actually walk if you were investigating the house?
I would be, well, the second that I heard something fucked up,
Dead sprint.
zoom, we out of here.
Yeah. So, guys, this game, like I said, this game is actually really, really fun. I can't tell you guys this enough. It's one of those games where, like, I can sit here and try to explain it to you, but you guys need to hop into the game and actually play it.
Oh, for sure.
It's something special. Um, like I said, if you can kind of figure it out, it's definitely like I would say a strategy slash puzzle game because setting up the rooms because you're set on a time frame. You only have 5 minutes before the ghost starts to get angry, and as the ghost gets angry, it starts to basically it's now time to feed and time to basically kill you. The ghost gets angry. which causes you to get more scared. Or what was the word they used in the game to judge like your percentage?
It was your sanity.
Sanity, yeah. So your sanity starts to drop. If your sanity hits 0, you're very vulnerable to an attack from the ghost. And there's tons of cool things, like there's Ouija boards, there's things you can buy. It's definitely a strategy game, but it's a great like party game with like 4 people. If you can get 4 solid people, the game looks really, really fun, because what we noticed is a lot of the items in the game, there's a ton of them. So you need to set them all up, but only having 3 people, you need like one person almost in the van, kind of guiding traffic.
Yeah.
Post setup, post the 5 minutes.
I think that you also kind of want to put the person who is like scared the easiest. So like they let me hang out in the van because I'm a little bitch. But there was stuff that was happening on the monitor while you're in the van that still scares you. So it's not like you don't get to play. It's not
Yeah.
like you don't get to experience terror and fear, but
Yeah,
it's
and
different.
you don't have to be in the van either. If you wanted to play the whole game, like what helps about being in the van is it has all your charts and your data and stuff like that. Like it has the ghost activity level. Obviously, once it's hitting 10, you know some shit's about to happen.
Some shit is about to go down.
And reading people's sanity levels is important because, like I said, if a player would die, all of his equipment goes away. It goes on the floor. So if you had like photos and stuff like that, like they can be left behind. Um, this game is awesome. Like I said, for a $12 to $14 game, this is a great pickup.
Oh,
I just
I have no complaints on the price. The price was more than fair. We played for what, like 3 hours maybe,
Yeah,
and I mean,
almost cruising into 4. Yeah.
I feel like we got our money's worth out of that.
Oh yeah,
Just from that.
I mean, it's a game. Like I said, we only pretty much did like one mission because we were trying to perfect it and kind of get the game down. Um, but I mean, it was a different ghost every time. It was never the same. Where the ghost was located at was insane. And we even had like a cool part where I went to the van because my sanity levels were high. They went back into the room and they set the camera up, and the ghost spawned in the room. They couldn't see it, but I could see it on the camera.
Now, you got a couple of really good clips
Yes, yes.
from the game.
Yeah.
I think that I don't rem- we need to show those at some point, either today or we need to put them up on the social media channels
Yeah.
because I mean they're really good. I mean, they're like highlight clips. It's like the kind of clips that you go and you could make a whole channel out of and then you're like, "Oh man, that was really good. That was entertaining."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got three or four good solid clips on that. And that's the cool part about this game is the amount of clips you can get. I mean, it's a very highlight-esque game. You can get a ton of clips, you can reactions, because you're gonna get, I mean, for the most part, natural reactions. It's not gonna be like, my God, I'm scared.
I'm so scared.
It's gonna be like it's this is a vibe game. This is not a competitive game. This is something you sit down with your buddies, have a few beers, and just play this game and get scared shitless.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you're going into this expecting like a $60 franchise experience, you're not going to get that. But if you
Mhm.
want to play something that's kind of fun, that will, I mean, especially if you don't do good with jump scares and weird shit happening to you in games, then this game is going to give you that. It's definitely a good Halloween game. I mean, I give it a big thumbs up from me from being a big horror fan. Any game that makes me uneasy to want to play parts of the game is a successful scary game to me, and I did not want to hang out in the house by myself.
Yeah,
So,
I did though. It wasn't that I wanted to, it's just that you guys left me.
yeah, we
And
got well, the one ghost we were hunting it said that it did better when you were all by yourself.
yeah,
Fear coach is like, I got this. I'll go in by myself. He came in like just big dick swinging, like, yeah, it's no big deal. And then, he died.
yeah, I went big dick swinging death.
I mean, he died several times. But it was fun. We had a good time playing it, and I'm really I'd like to get one more person with us and try like a 4-player game. I think that would be really good.
Yeah, so if anybody is interested in doing kind of a horror game, seriously, message in the chat. We are always looking for people. I think we're gonna try to set something up tonight. I don't know how busy you are, Nictus, but I'm gonna try to get one of those games in.
Well, I mean, I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm really sad that, well, so I got one of those new Animal Crossing Switches,
Hmm.
and it won't let me move my island to the new Switch. So I've got 240 hours in my island, and now I'm like torn. Do I keep playing on the old Switch until they put the update out, or do I start a new island? And I'm kind of leaning towards
I
just. I'm kind of just like
I
leaning towards. I'll just start a new island and play.
I wouldn't. If it was
I'm
my
not gonna.
personal opinion,
I'm not gonna reset my island. I mean,
what I'm trying to say is I wouldn't. I would wait until the update comes out to where you can just it's cross save to
yeah.
where you can just because that would suck. I mean, you have a lot of hours. Now what you always could do is you sit down and do the time travel
That's kind of what I was thinking. Was
because
I'd go
that
back to
wouldn't be
like the
bad.
beginning of September and basically just kind of jump through, so that way I can get my island kind of up to par. I'm not like a big advocate of time traveling. I don't mind time traveling into the past and then to play forward to get caught up. But I think if you travel ahead to get to stuff that you can't get to, and I think that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the game.
I agree.
So, so
Oh
yeah,
my
other than
gosh.
maybe messing around on Animal Crossing, I've got a new thing I'm gonna put up in the chat here. I'm trying to get it to trend. Okay, and it's actually caught on. I've got a few friends to do it, a couple of relatives to do it. And for a thing to trend, I found you need a hashtag. So what I have initiated, and it's something that I have done almost every year, and very, very rarely get other people to do it with me, is what I'm calling the Halloween movie challenge. So if you
Okay.
use, I'm gonna put it up on all of our chat channels here. The little hashtag
That's fine.
Halloween movie challenge. Boom. So if you use that hashtag on social media,
Hmm.
especially even on like Facebook, if that's what you do, you'll see that Facebook recognizes anything with a hashtag and at the end of the challenge as being something that anyone can try. So what is the Halloween movie challenge? 30 Halloween themed and or horror and or I don't know, anything of that nature kind of movies. Try to watch 30 of them in 30 days. You can do like one a day or you can do multiple, and I think last
Well, you
year I
can't do
got.
one a day now. You can't do one a day now.
Well,
Got to
I'm
catch up.
already. Well, yeah, I mean, but come on, I mean, you can do it. We believe in you. It's only October 4th. You have 26 more days.
Yeah, and we all know on with Halloween being on a Saturday, like nothing to do,
Nothing.
you're gonna watch a ton of movies that day.
Ton of movies. So, I mean, the rules are pretty simple. If you can kind of justify why it would be considered a Halloween movie, then it can be in there. Even if we think it's ridiculous or stupid, it doesn't matter. It's kind of like not the point. I had friends ask me, "Oh, well, do the Twilight movies count?" And I mean, yeah, there's vampires and werewolves in it. Even though it's ridiculous, I mean, yeah, it definitely counts. I had someone ask me about the Harry Potter movies. I'm like, you realize they have a giant banquet feast on Halloween. There's also witches and wizards and ghosts that live in their castle, and there's giant monsters and evil wizards and big spiders. I mean, if that's not Halloween, I don't know what is. Just because it's not scary. So
For
yeah,
sure.
the those movies count. Even weird stuff like Tremors and Arachnophobia and Beetlejuice, and it doesn't have to be a scary movie because I know not everybody likes scary movies. And if you
I'm
want to sit
okay with
around,
it. I'm okay with
if
it.
you want to sit around and watch Halloween Town 1 through 12 or however many they have on the Disney Plus, knock yourself out. Nobody cares. It's
Halloween
it's
Town's
just something
awesome.
kind of fun, and I say try it, do it. That is our challenge initiated to you. I know that Vera Coach is behind, but he also has these moments of where he can sit around and watch 2 or 3 movies in a day. or he can watch a movie while he's doing some coding or something, so he can get caught up. I'm not worried about him. Right now, I am 4 movies in because I started with Beetlejuice,
Good one. Good one to start
but it
with.
was before it was like the official challenge, so I didn't count it. I
That's
also
okay.
watched Ghostbusters, but again, I didn't count it because it was before the challenge.
Yeah, well,
So
Seti, I know I saw that that's good that you're doing the challenge, but post. We gotta post.
you
That's the
gotta do the
key.
post. Just do the little hashtag Halloween movie challenge. If anyone's like, "Oh, what's that all about?" Just give them the rules: 30 movies, 30 days, or less. You can do more, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
of course.
so yeah, because I know that Sadie personally is not like a huge horror person. Like that's not her gig, and that's okay. You don't have to be a huge horror person to get into this. Like Halloween is for everybody.
Yeah.
So
So, well, thank you, Skeletor.
I do kind of feel like Skeletor. I wish that this thing actually worked with my mouth better.
Yeah, you will get He-Man next week.
I'll
Um,
get you, He-Man.
yes. So we this past Friday was the night before my brother's wedding. We actually all sat down, all the groomsmen, and we watched Ready Player One.
Nice. That's a great movie.
And we had, I think, one or two guys. I know definitely one that never seen the movie ever. And I'm like, you guys are missing out. Like
Oh,
this,
for real.
if you are a nerd and you haven't seen Ready Player One, and even if you're not, you're just gonna appreciate it more. It's one of those movies. The more nerdy you are, the more you're gonna appreciate it.
It has so many great pop culture references that you
Oh
almost
yeah,
can't catch them all.
yeah. Like the soundtrack is flawless. The rep, like I said, pop culture reference flawless in the movie. It's a feel good movie, and it's awesome. It's like what you want the world to be and what it could be, and it's not that far away with the VR technology.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not too far.
yeah. One Irish Panda, welcome back. I know it's been a while since you've been here. Hopefully, you were watching all the Halloween movies and keeping up with the challenge. And I hope you're doing well.
Panda. I know. So that's my homegirl from our D&D game, and I apologize for moving and everything. We haven't had time to play, so I was messaging her the other day, and I was like, "Hey, uh, sorry about D&D," and she's like, "No, it's cool. I joined another campaign. I hope you don't care." And I'm like, "No, I mean, I haven't been able to play. You have to scratch that D&D itch. I totally get it. But
Oh,
we are going
everybody
to
has
be
to scratch it.
we're gonna be back. We're gonna do it again. Bailey, thanks for the like on the stream. I don't know that I've ever actually seen you lurking here, so thank you. Appreciate it. Um, so yeah. Panda, actually, that might be our fourth. We could probably get her into the Phasmophobia because she's a horror freak.
Oh, One Irish Panda.
Oh yeah.
Does she? Well, does she have a laptop that can do it?
She's got a computer. I mean, I'm sure it's not a very demanding game.
All right, One Irish Panda. Uh,
Yeah,
you
she's got
have
a Jason Voorhees tattoo, man.
Where's this Jason Voorhees tattoo? Like what are we talking? Like, are we just talking like face, or are we
It's
talking
it's
like
a hockey
full
mask, man.
body? Okay, it's just the high. Well, I was wondering, like, some people might have it like an actual like big piece of art, like a horror piece. Like, there's
Yeah.
some people that do that on your arm. That's awesome.
So yeah, go look up Phasmophobia Panda
Here,
because
let me here.
yeah,
I'll post some links.
I'll let him do it.
So
So it's such a fun game.
yeah, so Phasmophobia, kind of giving you a brief rundown of the game. One Irish Panda is a it's only on PC right now. It is a co-op 1 to 4 player ghost hunting adventure. This game is insane, by the way. It's very, very scary, um, but also very cool. So I'm trying to get it like a timestamp, that way you don't have to watch the whole thing. Um, so Yes, it is on Steam. It's like 13.99 right now, somewhere in that ballpark. I will write down the name, but this game is insane. We played it. It's very horror-ish. You're a ghost hunting team, and you work together to basically figure out what kind of ghost is haunting this place, capture evidence, and do it all. Like it's a freaking awesome game for sure. I'm posting it in the restream chat for anybody that wants to watch. Let me share this real quick. So the start time I have on this right now is like the perfect start time to kind of get you in a good vibe. Actually, when you click on the video, skip it back about 10 seconds. I suck. Okay. But you can talk to the ghosts in the game. The ghosts react to basically the sound of your voice. So obviously, if you're yelling at the ghost, asking him questions like, "Who are you? Come out and kill us. Give us a sign." X, Y, Z. Um, the ghost reacts to this. It can get angry. Like the
Okay,
one
so
ghost,
you guys like know those shows like Ghost Hunter and stuff?
yeah,
It's like that, only the ghost
can
would
kill you.
kill you.
Yeah. It's an awesome game, very scary. And like I said, they react to your voice, everything, give me a sign, all this stuff. And like some of the ghosts have different types of ways to interact with you. Like the one ghost, to get some paranormal activity out of it, it prefers to be talked to alone. Some prefer doesn't care. Some hate the sound of their name being used. They don't want it to be used. Um, it's an awesome game. We played it for about 3.5 hours, and in that 3.5 hour time frame, we felt like we got our money's worth easily. But
Easily.
like I said, watch some of this game. This game is kind of crazy. If it is something you are interested in, I do have another video to show you. It's kind of like a beginner's guide for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking to hopefully play it tonight.
Yeah, we're
That's the
hoping to.
Yeah, that's the goal. Like I got a few things to do, but I'm shooting for like 8:30, 9 o'clock, like right when the sun goes down.
Yeah, I got
Perfect
I
time.
got I mean, I got some Animal Crossing to play,
Yeah.
but you know.
You have real life ghost equipment? Is that like just a Ouija board?
No, I mean, she wants to go and do some, you
You
know.
have you have an EMF reader?
Yeah.
That is actually in the game.
Yeah.
So we'll let you run the EMF reader in the game. That way you can walk around and you can give us the that is badass. To
I know.
have like just some ghost hunting equipment. Like I would fuck with Ghost, but like I'm a chicken shit when it comes to that, but I'll fuck with him in the game. But yeah, if you're down, like I said, once you download it, it's only like 12 gigs. Ghost hunting and wine is life. Hey, we are down. This game is so fun. We need another person. It's up to 4. Like I said, we'll be streaming it, so get ready for some nice reactions.
No, like Panda is one of my all-time favorite people. I met her back when I was working at Spencer's. Her
Hmm.
and I have like so many interests and similarities, things that we like to do. And when I like put the call out to get more D&D players, she was like, I've always wanted to play and no one will teach me. So she was really excited, even though some of the weeks, I mean, you've played. Some of the weeks were kind of like, man, that was boring. But, she hung in there. She was tough. She toughed it out. And
Yeah,
like, I think she loves Scott Pilgrim as much, if not more than I do.
which is
So,
fair, even though because
um,
you love Scott Pilgrim.
I do. Like I'm like the biggest Scott Pilgrim fan. But yeah, we're gonna probably try to do a couple co-op streams of Man of Medan and the new one that's coming out, Little Hope. I'm definitely picking that up too.
Yep.
So
Oh man, it's kind of weird because like we're at this time, like normally we're like we would be getting off,
yeah,
and since we started so late, it feels
but this
weird.
is
Like
this is normally when you fuckers start showing up anyway. So
yeah, I feel like I should be wrapping it up right now, but like we're like halfway through.
well, it's like it's kind of my fault. I got busy in a project, which I yell at him every
Every
week. Like, don't start projects. Tammy, thanks for the like, cousin. We love you. Hugs and kisses from those two nerds.
Sunday.
Um,
Siege Wood.
So it's totally my fault.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, it was just funny because how you handled it. Um, you texted me and said, I'm be a little late, obviously.
I'm running late, obviously.
And then I'm sitting there, I'm eating a taco. It's like 4:10. He's like, "Hey, I haven't even left my house
No,
yet."
I haven't even left my house yet.
I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Let's just do remote." So we had to set that all up, and it was crazy. Bonesaw the ready. I'm not playing Siege, guys. You won't get me.
I
I
won't
promise.
lie, the remote has actually been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's hard because like I can't see what you see or if like alerts come up. So you're like I just get to sit here and talk. I get the easy job. Tammy, back at you. We appreciate it. Thanks for showing some support and the like.
You
We
don't see the alerts, but you should have the chat. The
Yeah, I
chat
see
should
everything on the
the
chat.
chat should be
Everything on the
popping.
chat. Yeah,
So, but I mean that's good. I mean we know that we can do it this way. We were kind of curious if we could,
yeah.
and I wasn't sure how bad the video delay and stuff would be, and actually it looks like it's pretty good.
It
So
should be. I mean, uh, I'm playing D&D right now. That's awesome. What time do you guys normally finish up? Like, what's your guys' session times for D&D?
yeah, I got to get my squad back together.
Yeah, we start back up this Thursday
Oh,
again
I'm
because I
so
know we took last
excited.
week off.
I'm so
We got to figure out
excited.
what's going to happen.
I,
So,
I'm thoroughly convinced that my druid is the best character in our group. Thanks
I
for the
mean,
like, Gary. We appreciate
you're
it,
probably right.
cousin. Love you.
Yeah. Thank you again, Gary. You two are smart. Hey, we appreciate it. I like to think so. Oh, D&D, it's one of those things where like getting on every week or even every other week, it is tough and there's going to be some weeks where you just don't want to play, but when you go for long stretches of not playing,
You miss it.
you miss it more than the hassle of getting on and playing. You just do.
Yeah, and playing online definitely makes it easier.
Give you the office quote like um I wish they told you when you're in the good times before the good times happen or whatever what's his name says like uh this is my second week with this group but we play Saturday 7 but I had a wedding yesterday so we start at 3:15. Well, whenever you're done, like I said, message Nictus or myself and we'd be happy to set up a time and I can get you probably a better time on when our fourth would be on because I felt like he enjoyed the game a lot
Yeah, he did.
because like normally he talks a lot when he's like bored but he was like in the zone.
He was in it.
Yeah, you would have thought he was actually hunting a ghost out there, like, and I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but like, I'm practically professional ghost hunter now, or
You're
died to ghost. That's
you're a
about it.
professional at getting killed by ghosts.
Yeah,
You're
I've
good at
died
that.
almost every time we've been
You've
on a
died
mission.
every game we played. Everyone.
No, no, no. The one that Gabe died when we were in the barn house. That's where Gabe died.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But we had no idea what we were doing in that house. Yeah, I know I'm gonna love it, and if I stream it too with my camera on, I'll give you some entertainment. Like I said, we are
She's a
down.
screamer.
She's a streamer.
She's a screamer. She is a
Oh,
streamer as well, but
I thought you said
she's
she's
a
a
screamer.
streamer.
No, no, she is. She's a streamer. It's, I
That's
believe
awesome.
it's. I have
That's
her on
probably her
my.
name. Probably her name. Her name.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. One Irish
Uh,
panda.
but yeah. So, like I said, the big things we have to figure out is that wasn't working for us in the game was the there's a I can't remember what the it's basically like a radio to be able to talk to ghosts, but it picks up the frequency of a ghost talking back to you. Um, but that works with in-game. It works with like mic recognition, and it felt like it wasn't working. The voice chat in the game was not working, so we had to use Discord. You're supposed to play using the Discord, not talk in-game chat. There we go. God, I can't talk. I'm having a stroke over here. In-game chat of the game. So, but
I don't think that she's SETI. I think that she missed playing. We hadn't played in several weeks, and I talked to her, and I'm not obviously I can't tell you 100%, but when I talked to her, it's like yeah, she wants to still play with us too. We may have to change the day,
yeah.
which it is what it is.
Yeah, you're jumpy. Well, I'll put it this way: this game's perfect for it. Then jump scare central. Like nothing really pops out until like you just there's tons of stuff that happens in the game. Like I wouldn't say there's any jump scares too much. Like you know when you're probably about to get scared
Yeah.
or you know die. You know. But like the whole like it showing signs, everything like the whole buildup is awesome. It gets your heart racing for sure. So
Yeah, some of your reactions though,
are priceless, yeah.
they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you have any of your clips ready?
I mean, yeah, they're up on. Let me see if I do this real quick. So I'm gonna stop sharing my actual camera and share
Okay.
my screen.
Okay.
Um, so let me do that real quick. So share
We
screen.
we might get to watch one of his amazing clips,
I
guys.
have all three of them. Like they're ready.
Um,
I'm gonna stop the capture here.
okay.
Okay, so let's see here. So let's do screen share, screen one. Give you the best frames I can give you.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna have to probably move it. Oh,
It's all over the place. I'll move it.
yeah. So move it all around, do what you got to do. If you double click, Kevin, on
Yeah.
the on my capture, it should full screen it. Like double click on it. There you go. Oh, it's
Okay.
because I'm an idiot. I'm wondering why it looks so weird. So you probably have to unzoom it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, just okay. So if you want to make it like standard size, like you can uncrop everything.
Hold on. I'm just gonna add another one. How about that?
Yeah, just do that.
It'll be easier than trying to change everything. Add a source and there you
Um,
go. There it's up.
block
There's your
user.
whole screen.
Okay, cool. Um, Here we go. So this is the first one. Let me. Okay, so this first one is we were encountering a ghost in the game that was better when you worked alone, when you weren't around. Um, so super important to do it that way. Um, so I'm in the basement of the house. Can you hear sound right now, Kev?
I do not hear any sound.
You don't have any sound. Okay. You don't have sound?
Nope.
Oh man. Oh, okay. Here, I got it. I got it. Because I'm smart man, Gen A. Let
I love these like impromptu things we do.
oh, so go to just you do it through Discord. Just go
But
to Discord. Go to
I can open it up, right?
yeah, go to general chat.
All right, let me get rid of your screen here. Hold on.
No,
Although
you're good.
no,
You can
I
just
need
keep here. Just click on general. Just you don't have to do anything special. Just
go
hit
to
general
general.
up in the top by text
Okay.
channels. There you go. And then open it up and full screen it.
I hit a 5 as I was walking up the steps. I left it in the living room. My light is flickering. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's got me. Ow. Dude, he's following me. Oh my god. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Help me. Help me.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I can't really see how the video quality is coming through, so
It looks good. It looks good. I'm actually kind of watching it.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, it's still funny.
Yeah, and then there should be one more.
Yeah, this should be
No.
the last one.
This one right here is he's setting up the camera, and when he sets it up, they don't know this is going on. Like they didn't see
Oh
the
my
ghost,
god. It's in the room. It is right in front of you.
and it just pops up on the screen.
Oh my god. I just saw it on the camera. It was a woman.
Yeah. So, yeah, those are some of the clips from the actual stream. Like this game is very clip worthy for sure when it comes to that kind of stuff. Here,
we're gonna watch this one again because it's really funny.
Oh, the walking up the stairs.
Yeah, this is like the best one
I had a
because
five
like you
on
turn around and you're like, oh my god, he's coming! Ah!
my light is flickering. Oh my god, he's got me! Ah! Dude, he's following me. Oh my god! Oh, I'm done. Help me! Help me!
Wish like the guys from Ghost Adventure.
It's so funny, dude. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to play it again. All right, we're done with that. So,
Just go to just go back to the subscriber lobby. Should be able to adjust it back because I might have messed it
the
up.
the
Oh,
streaming
there you go.
experience was great. So
Yeah.
yes, that is the
Yeah.
damn me. Help me! Ah!
Yeah, we will.
So good.
So Among Us we are going to be setting up for next week, and if we can, for the month of Halloween, we're going to try to play as many games as we can with you guys. One, it's really important to. It's fun. So we're going to try to set up Among Us next week, and we may play some more Phasmophobia One Irish if you are down. If you can be here for the podcast and stuff, and like I said, it's all tentative stuff, but yeah, the Ghost Adventure show, you guys should seriously watch tonight. If we can get something set up. So, but Among Us for sure. Among Us for sure is confirmed for next week. We will have it set up and ready to go. So we need all the people. We need up to 10 people. So if anybody's interested in Among Us, let us know. You can play it on the phone for free. For free. So
No
if you
money.
want to join us, you can
Money is the best price.
Yeah. No. Dibs on yellow. Sounds good. You can have yellow. I just want to wear the oh my god, what's the outfit? Can't remember what it is. And the Jason mask. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. I'm actually really pumped now. I'm pumped for tonight. Like I really want to get start playing now. Sorry, Nick.
What? Wait,
Oh,
what?
did you hear about that conspiracy theory, by the way?
What are you sorry about, Panda? Which conspiracy theory would that be?
So there's a conspiracy theory out there that more kind of like Mandela effect, like the Nickelodeon. It was always like Nickelodeon. Okay, that apparently like that's not real.
What?
Yeah,
It's not real.
like people are saying like they didn't say it 9 times. Like that whole 9-time thing happened, never happened. It only does like 4 or 5 times.
No, I don't believe that either.
Yeah, you'll have to like
Bull. No, I'm calling baloney.
Nickelodeon conspiracy.
Okay, here's the thing, man. Like, you say whatever you want to. You call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever. I am thoroughly convinced in Mandela effect. I am thoroughly convinced that people have altered reality and certain things have changed. I don't know that all things have changed, that everyone claims that they have changed, but there's like certain things like that Nickelodeon thing, like, dude. I grew up in the era of Nickelodeon, like when Nickelodeon first came out. So I watched Nickelodeon for the better part of 2 decades. I know that that was in there, like without a doubt.
I know.
The movie with Sinbad that she's talking about, Kazam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that or Shazam, whatever. I don't remember the name of the movie off the top of my head, but I remember seeing a movie with Sinbad in it where he played a genie. All right, like, I remember watching it. It was on cable. It was terrible. So I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, people are saying like this happened and like there's no record, no nothing. Like people can't find it anywhere. I mean, there's
Do
a ton
you
of
think that
conspiracy.
it's possible that maybe no one has changed reality? That maybe they're just striking things from the record, like removing
So,
it to
I mean, they
maybe just
could.
like mess with people to show that they can do things like that.
I mean, I guess, but like my thing is this. So like, there's a conspiracy theory with the person that owns Nickelodeon, because you remember how the sign used to be a foot. It was a foot.
Yeah.
Like, well, I guess like the manager or whoever owns Nickelodeon, like is like some weird like pedophile foot fetish person. and that's why the logo's a foot.
Is that true?
I don't know. Like this, it's conspiracy theory. Like nobody proved anything, but it was like something like it because it tied into like because it's the same person that produced Drake and Josh, which was a great show. Yeah, it was just like weird. So
That's
yeah,
bizarre.
it's
I
yeah.
don't know.
So
I don't know that I believe that, but
we could legitimately have a whole podcast about the Mandela effect, and
yeah.
then
Well,
people wouldn't be able to sleep.
the one who I'm really like excited for is the Unexplainables. I'm waiting for her to get her show up and running because
Yeah.
I really think that'll be interesting to listen to, honestly, because I like stuff like that. And it is October, it's Halloween. I want to start playing more spooky games. I'd love to get a spooky D&D game up and running. You know, I think that would be a lot of fun. But I need to finish moving. Among other things.
I shouldn't have started looking up the Mandela effect now.
No, I told you, dude. It's gonna screw
now
you
it's over.
So, like, you've been in your house now for
Over a month.
Over a month.
Just over a month, yeah.
So I've been here for like a week.
Yeah.
And it's been well, we were playing that Phasmophobia game, and then it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning when we got done playing. So needless to say, I didn't go to bed that night till like 4:30 in the morning. So I sat up here and I watched How I Met Your Mother. It's like the happiest show I can think of. That
yeah, for sure.
Always makes me happy when I watch it, and I don't think about it anymore. So,
yeah. It was actually really funny. What were you gonna say?
Which character from How I Met Your Mother do you think you are the most like?
Ted.
You're a Ted?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I mean, because you have to go off the main character cast, okay?
Yeah.
So you have Marshall, nice, sweet guy, absolutely adores his wife, all of this stuff. Just like basically a big giant teddy bear.
True.
See, I'm a lot of those features, but
you're just
like,
not that nice.
I'm not that romantic.
Got it. That's
as
fair.
that guy. As
That's
that
fair.
guy. Now, obviously, it's a TV show, so Barney, I don't go around sleeping with women. Pretty simple. Like that was
that's all. That's also fair.
Yeah, like I'm not. But like Ted, because I'm a big believer in like karma and everything happens for a reason, the destiny, all that stuff. Like people come in to your life or whatever for a certain reason. So like I'm all about that. Like I'm all about thinking about that kind of stuff. So now, I mean, I don't probably have the misfortunes of Kevin, not Kevin, Ted. Like I don't have that. Like where I'm 30 plus years old, still trying to find my forever happiness, like that kind of thing. And
you're not looking for your Robin Scherbatsky.
No, I don't have a Robin Scherbatsky out there.
Then you can't be Ted.
I mean, you can be though.
I think that honestly, you're more, and you're gonna disagree with me, but this is from an outsider looking in. I think that you are more like Marshall. Maybe minus all the romance
I would
stuff.
say, but I would say Lily before Marshall. Before Marshall.
No, I don't think so. She's like a plotter, and she's one of those people that's like
she believes in destiny though.
The puppets. So does Marshall. Marshall believes in destiny too.
He's superstitious.
He also believes in destiny. Because don't you remember in the one episode where he gets into the argument with Robin about destiny and fate and miracles and things like that? Like, all right, your cousin even agrees. She says Marshall, and there's nothing wrong with Marshall. Marshall's like, he's a lovable, kind of goofy dude. He always, I feel like, has the best of intentions, but like he's got like that rage in him, and he will fight you if he feels like he has to.
Well, that's why I was kind of like, I can't be Robin. Can't be Robin.
Plus,
because
he's one of
Robin
the only characters on the whole show who's genuinely and consistently good throughout
the
the
whole
whole
show.
show.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And you're like that kind of guy. You're like consistently good throughout your entire life. I don't think you've ever really been
See, I think
otherwise.
if we were going over who is who in the show, you're definitely the woman that is obsessed with Robin Scherbatsky from the news channel.
You're calling me Patrice?
Yeah, you're Patrice.
Oh, dude. Why am I Patrice?
Because you're obsessed with me.
I'm obsessed with you. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I don't have anything else better to do than to sit around and talk about you.
But like you're obsessed with me, and I don't want to admit that like I actually do like you too. I appreciate all the kind things you do for me. Like Patrice makes Robin cookies and all this stuff, and
Who
you know,
cooks whose lunch almost every day? I don't cook your lunch. You usually cook my lunch.
yeah, but like I do it because I'm already making myself a sandwich.
See, yeah, you're totally Marshall. Just be fine with being Marshall.
I want to be Lily. I want to be anybody.
I think that in my Spencer's days, I was more like Barney. And
That's fair.
I think up until Spencer's, I was more like Ted, and I think after Spencer's, I'm more like Ted. I'm more of the I like to consider the intellectual. I kind of annoy people. I kind
Fun
of
fact.
but yeah, like that's the kind of shit. Like I like to point out spelling errors and grammatical errors, and I like to seem that my intelligence is higher than everyone else's. I'm not nice enough to be Marshall. I'm a nice guy.
So I'll see you
It's
being the
true.
professor in architecture.
But yeah, I mean, I like history and not really a
Yeah.
hoe. But like when I was at Spencer's, it was hoe time.
It was Barney Stinson time
It
to
was
suit
hoe
up.
time. I mean, I didn't wear the suit, but because that's kind of what even got me into the show was the one girl I worked with. I know that she's probably not out there, but Jessica. I'm not gonna say her last name, but if she's like, you remind me a lot of Barney off of How I Met Your Mother, and I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you go around and talk about how awesome you are all the time. You give yourself high fives. You high five other people, and then when they won't, you just high five yourself or you fist bump yourself. You're always like plotting and planning and hitting on everything with a vagina. I'm like, well, I mean, I went through a phase. It was like a 4 or 5 year
Please,
phase, and then I got
please,
out of
please give me the highest of high fives.
it.
Yeah. I could see it. Like I said, I could agree with that. To where like, I mean, there's definitely Teds in the world. There's a lot of Teds in the world, I should say.
I agree.
And that's
But you
why Ted's
see,
such a relatable guy in the show. Is
I actually
because
have Robin
can relate.
Scherbatsky.
That's
Like,
true.
I have one.
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
not. We're never gonna be together, but in my mind, she's like my Robin Scherbatsky.
Well, like I said, down the road, you're you're gonna get married. You're gonna have a wife. She's gonna get cancer, die, and then you're just gonna go date your Robin Scherbatsky.
They didn't say it was cancer. Okay, I mean,
she was like 40.
I don't know. But what
That
I thought
show
was
makes me so
really
mad.
what I thought was really funny, man, was so we were at the wedding yesterday, and I was in the suit and everything, and I got a lot of people who are like, "Oh man, you kind of look like you got this Pulp Fiction look to you." I was like, "That's cool. Like, I'm not offended."
Like a fat John Travolta.
I was like fat John Travolta, but fuck you for calling me fat. Because you look like a fat 14-year-old now that you shaved your face off.
Maybe
love
14, but I got laid last night.
So did I. Okay.
Yourself.
It counts.
Yeah, I just needed you to walk around the room, kind of like holding your hands, just like looking around like John Travolta does when he walks into the mansion.
So when I was there, we were all dressed up. Everybody looked very, very nice. I think the wedding it was really quick.
It wasn't the red wedding either. So
no, it wasn't. Everyone lived. That was good. But what I thought was really funny was I won't mention her name, but she asked me, she said, so when are you going to get married? And I said, I laughed, right? I laughed at her. I laughed in her face, audibly laughed in her face. And she goes, Well, I was just over there talking to your dad and everything. Like, you look really nice today, and I'm like, so me looking nice is the definitive quality on whether or not I'm worthy of being married at some point. Wow,
Ugly people don't get married.
that's a shallow fucking thing to say. Thank you.
I need to know who this person was.
Oh, you know.
Is she old?
Yep. Oh
Was it?
gosh.
It wasn't Tadasuyu Utari's mom, was it?
No, no, and Tammy's not old. She keeps telling her that she's old. And it wasn't Tammy. We'll just say that it's not one of my favorite people.
Oh,
Oh, he figured it out.
that's funny.
So yeah, apparently, unless you are an attractive, good-looking person, um, that's
You
pretty
will
much
die in
how.
love.
That's the only reason you determine love. So, I mean, look at me. I'm a weirdo. I'm wearing a horror icon hoodie and a mask because it's Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. I was actually really upset that I didn't bring my Michael Myers mask to the wedding yesterday.
Be sad, I guess.
I wanted to give a speech too.
My speech was good.
Your speech was great. Not that I wanted to one up you, but I feel like I could have been slightly under yours. Like they could have let me go first as like the warm up for you, and then you would have came out and killed it because your speech was hilarious. So your speech was really good,
Like I said, the 5-minute joke was a solid one.
and it's accurate,
Yeah,
super
makes
accurate.
sense. What's up?
Hey,
Huh? Why?
Because she wanted to go on the floor, so I picked her up and took her outside.
So you want me to go outside and get wet?
that seems fair.
Try and get her to go.
It's okay. I'll go outside and get soaked.
It's raining.
Okay, so I have a question for you,
Okay.
and only because I got asked the question.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Who am I most like from How I Met Your Mother? Out of the main characters. So Barney, Ted, Marshall, Robin, Lily. Kev, you're on, Jeet. Hello.
Did we get an answer?
What am I? I was asking you the question.
Honestly,
Fuck you, Maggie.
That
I
sounded
don't
like.
want to be Marshall.
Hold on. That sounded like she said Marshall. What was it?
Why am I
Marshall?
Marshall? Why am I Marshall? Need reasoning.
who do you want to be, Ted?
He thinks that he's like really deep and profound, and that his life has been complicated.
The qualities of Barney.
I have the creepy qualities of Barney. All right, so I'm like in between Barney and Marshall. I just don't sleep with a whole bunch of other women. That's why I'm not Barney.
Well, folks, you heard it here, right from his woman's lips.
15% Barney.
I'm 15% Barney, 85% Marshall. Good to know.
Wow.
We have figured it out, guys.
So you're
my life is-
15% slut and 85% monogamous nice guy.
Yep,
I like it.
that's what it's coming down to. That's the breakdown.
I like it.
Well, I think that's a good place to end.
I think that I proved my point.
Because I'm gonna go take the dog out in sadness
Okay.
and go stand in the rain and actually cry.
Okay, Marshall, it'll be fine.
I'm not Marshall. Why don't you shut up, Patrice? Kes Patrice, because he's obsessed with me.
I'm obsessed with you.
But,
yes,
but I
that's
actually
what it
simply
is.
like his small gestures that he makes for me.
Whatever.
All right, man.
I
Well, I
happen to be a very
appreciate it, guys.
sweet person. Dick.
I appreciate everybody that showed up today. You guys are awesome. Good conversations today. Thank you for the active chat. Maggie's going to see how much noise she can make in the microphone before I end the stream.
We love you, Maggie.
You are loved by Kevin.
It's okay. I love him too.
Oh, she loves you too, Kev.
If I had tear ducts, I would cry right now, but don't.
But Tammy, thank you for stopping in and chatting with us today. Thank you, One Irish Panda. Hope to see you tonight for tonight's stream.
It was good. Not bad for our first remote.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Phasmophobia. Well, it's because Kev starts talking, and then I'm like, I got to stop talking, so it's hard. I got to read his lips. That move.
You can't
Sometimes.
read my lips.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. Those two nerds are out. Episode 62 in the books. See you guys next week. Simple Wave for Maggie.
Bye.
And that was
I
a
forgot.
high demand.
I have the power of Grayskull. You can't do shit. So
Yeah.
bye.
So you got to end it. See you, everybody.